All right, Coach, just looking back on last week a little bit, the depth of the team kind of showed itself a little bit. Kyle Winkler got in, performed really well. How did you feel like the team performed overall?
It was a pretty good week. Anytime you take 2 out of 3 on a weekend, it's good. I think we gave one away Friday, and that's really frustrating. I don't. Lipscomb's a good team. They got a really good club, and they played good baseball, but unfortunately we did not. So to see where we stack up against them, that's going to frustrate me a little bit, not being able to have played a good game against those guys and see where we're at. But the rest of the weekend, it was Campbell, obviously a dogfight of a game, kind of a weird game, not the cleanest game on our end necessarily, but tough game to win, and we found a way to win it. And then Middle Tennessee State, that was just probably the best game we've played so far this year. Offense, defense, pitching was all really good, and if we can play like that, we're a good team. Depth-wise, I don't think we have a ton of it yet. I think we're still really thin, and we got to stay healthy. But Kyle Winkler did a lot with an opportunity. He's going to, I said to the guys in practice that he's been a guy who's been impressing me every day at practice, showing up the right way, taking his BP the right way, getting his inner squad at bats. He's doing a good job. He's having good ABs. He's a kid we want to try and find out how to get on the field. He gets an opportunity to get on the field, and he does a really good job with it. So he's going to be a guy we're going to have to find a creative way to get him in the lineup a little bit more, just because of the production. And he's a ball player. He's a baseball player.
With a few days to get some work in here before we head to Tennessee Tech, what's going to be the focus as you head into the weekend?
I think we're trying to figure out exactly how we want to manage our bullpen and our starting pitchers. We haven't found the right recipe yet to make sure that those guys are in the right positions to have success. So I think we have enough talent to have a really good pitching staff. There's definitely enough of good bodies in there. I guess it's definitely the deepest we've been on the mound since I've been here. But we don't have them in the right spots yet, so we got to keep trying to figure out what the best way to get the most out of these guys is, because there's plenty of talent to have a really good pitching staff. We just got to do a better job as coaches to get them in the right spots to have success.
How much is ending this past weekend on a high note? How much does that do for you heading into a weekend like this with a 3-game series against one team and just putting all that focus into that?
Well, winning your last game is always better than losing your last game, So I think just the work you get to put in throughout the week is you guys have got a little bit more smiles on their face. They're excited because they're playing good baseball. The last time they got a chance to do it, they played well. So you get a little bit more. It's a little bit easier to have good energy at practice and all that. But I think the biggest key right now is we have to stay really focused on getting better every day. It doesn't really matter who we play. Luckily, we don't have conference games coming up yet because there's a lot of work that we need to do to gel into a much better team. We're not even close to it right now, but the pieces are there. I think some of it's on us as a coaching staff to make sure we're putting them in the right spots to have success, and some of it's on the guys to make sure that they're taking every day as an opportunity to get better that day. And if we're doing our jobs right, they're doing their jobs right, I think we can have a pretty good club by the time these conference games start, and hopefully between now and then we're getting better every day.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.